Hi, this is John Swan again with the journey of $100. Well, yesterday I was telling you that me and my mentor had this experiment where he presented $100 to me, and I am to take that $100 and multiply it and multiply it and multiply it, save it, reinvest until we come up with $1 million. So it's very interesting, man. It's so exciting. It's a little work, but it's so exciting. Let me show you what I got yesterday for $100. First of all, I went on Facebook. I responded to an ad. A guy was selling this set that I'm about to show you for $108. So what you do in this situation is you see a nice set that's beautiful. You see the price they have it marked for, like $108. Always shoot under. Usually I go about 60% less than what they're asking for. That way it give you room for negotiation. Sometimes it might be offensive to people. Then you have to apologize and say, hey, I'm so sorry. That's not my intentions to offend you, but I do buy and sell, so I have to leave myself a little cushion and a little room so that I can make a profit. So I'm sorry, the set is probably not for me, or you fix it up and you back up out of it, or the person, usually they understand. So sometimes they'll work with you. So the interesting thing is I had to go all the way out to Casa Grande. So for you people who also might not have a truck yet, this is what you do. There are a lot of things that you can buy online, whether it be Facebook, OfferUp, or Let Go. There's other sales sites that you can look up also on the internet. So what you do is you find items where people will actually be willing to drop them off. So you shoot low on the price. Sometimes, for delivery, it might add up to the asking price, but that's okay because that's the asking price, but you got free delivery. So there's a whole bunch of tricks to the trade that I'm going to be documenting and telling you how to get, how to buy and how to sell. So without further ado, I am going to show you the set I picked up yesterday for $80. So here it is. Beautiful set here, guys. It's a wrought iron swivel rocker chairs. They rock back and forth. Beautiful set. The ground is wet because I just washed the set down. I just washed it down. And just as a reminder also, folks, that presentation is everything. So usually what I do, I take the product and I do a lot of staging. I stage it so that, as you notice here, it's in front of this iron door, which looks incredible. So it gives the appearance of something nice. So you can add plants to tables. There's all types of things you can do to stage it. And sometimes you're not only selling the product, but you're selling the stage. One time I sold a house in Maricopa. Actually, I had a realtor who sold it for me, but it was a house that I had staged. I purposely put nice things in the house. Also, they call it staging. I put nice things in the house. I had a good smelling fragrance in the background. So all these things are distractions. Also, you want to be very kind, very polite, full of life, because a good attitude is very contagious. So first of all, you're selling yourself before you sell the product. So anyway, guys, again, here's the product. I picked this up for $80. So my trip to Casa Grande from Chandler cost me about $20 in gas. So you always incorporate your expenses into the price of the product. That way, you know exactly how much money you're making. If I just said, hey, $80, and all of a sudden I turned around and flipped it for $380, well, I would say, well, I made $300. Well, no, I didn't. I made $280 because I spent $20 in gas. So you have to factor all these things in. So this set, I picked it up for, let's say, $100, $80 plus $20 in gas. I am now going to take some nice pictures as soon as this ground dries up. And I might set the stage. I might put a plant on there, probably that plant right over here. I'm gonna set the stage, and I am gonna post this for $460. $460. I shoot a little high because number one, it's a very nice piece. Number two, people never do their homework. They see something nice, they want it, they buy it. So it's just a little bit over asking price, this particular piece. Normally I don't do that, but I have sold enough of them to know how much money I would actually get. So the worst case scenario, I will get $350 for this piece. So then you subtract the $100. So I made a profit of $250. I will get back to you guys, let you know how much I made. Now I would take that money, I am going to tithe off of it, just as I promised. I give 10% to the Lord, and I'm going to invest it in this very good what do you call it? Well, this group that I belong to. It's called Words for Winners. It's my mentor and his wife. They go around the country spreading the good news of the gospel and the grace of God, the mercy of God. A lot of times people outside, all they hear about church is judgment, judgment, judgment. They're going around telling people that, hey, God's not judging you. He knows everything about you. He loves you regardless. Jesus Christ died. So now we don't have to appear guilty before the Lord. We can come boldly to his throne. Oh, speaking of that, let me tell you, yesterday, picking up this table, that wasn't the only assignment. I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I tell you what happened. I got there, me and the guy hauls it down to my truck, the table, and the guy, we were just talking. I'm a very social guy, and the guy was talking, but really I was ready to go because I left the house at 2. It was getting late. I wanted to get on the road, but because it's not about me, even buying and selling, it's not about me. It's not about me. Yes, it provides provision, but also it gives me an opportunity to sow seed into other people's lives, up into God's house. And matter of fact, David did that. David was very wealthy. And also his son Solomon was the most wealthiest guy. Let me tell you about Solomon real quick. God gave Solomon a wish. This wasn't a 3 wish. This was a 1 wish. Tell me whatever you want, Solomon, and I'll do it for you. Well, guess what Solomon said? Now, Solomon's the king of Israel at that time. Solomon said, God, you know what? Give me wisdom to rule over your people, to guide and lead your people, and God saw his heart. His heart wasn't about take, gimme, gimme, gimme. His house was, how can I make these people the best people? How can I be the best king for these people? So when God saw that, he gave him everything. He was the richest man in the world because he asked God for wisdom, so that he can be a great leader for the people, a good leader, not an evil leader, but a good leader. So it's just so awesome, man. So with that being said, the guy started talking, found out, I smelled a little alcohol on him, found out he was going through some things. His girlfriend hadn't been at the house for about 4 days. She was missing. And I was like, wow, that's horrible. But then as I started to find out, his girlfriend was actually getting away from him because he had so much anger. He put so much pressure on himself. He's a veteran, came out, and just lost his way, started drinking. Sometimes we try to do things in our own strength, and it sometimes leads to burnout. I mean, we're able to do some things, but we can't do everything. That's what we need God for, especially the supernatural things. And that's what's so supernatural about this experiment. It's taking $100 and making $1 million out of 100. I don't know the journey of this $100 bill, but I know it's a good one because I'm honoring God with it. And also I honor God with my time. Even though I was, on a schedule and I wanted to get back, I took time to minister to this guy, and it was priceless. It was priceless. If I never even went out there to get the table, my soul is whole, is filled. I am filled with joy because I had the opportunity to minister to this guy, and he came up out of that depression. We talked about it. I said, hey, man, God loves you. You're carrying on the load. You're carrying this load. And I also told him that he left doors open for attacks. He's leaving doors open. Sometimes our heart is like a house. And sometimes we just leave it open to life and all types of weird things that happen, not understanding that we're actually inviting in spirits. And anyway, turned out, the guy really enjoyed the time that took. He was asking God to send him somebody. And look who shows up. John Swan. I showed up. God sent me. It wasn't even about the table. I didn't even know it wasn't about the table until I got there. And it's so rewarding. Oh, it's so rewarding. Greater than money. Money can't even compare to the joy knowing that God used you to help somebody else. Anyway, have a great day, guys. I'm going to give you an update on this fabulous table here. And we're going to get that money and we're going to reinvest the money. I will get back to you, let you know how much I made on this table, and we'll take it from there. For now, signing out, John Swan, and also the journey of $100. Talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.